subdivide our 5 subsections. If we're going to do a French lace waterfall braid, we're going to knock out sections 1, 2, 3, and the crown all at once, right? Because I'm going to start up here, I'm going to French braid and then move into a waterfall and bring this all together, right? So the only thing left I'll have to do is right here. If we're going to keep it half up, half down, first thing you can do is go ahead and set these. Barrel set it, pin them to their head, get the rest of it going, and then you can take it down and blend it all together and style it and finish, right? Any of you guys, would you pick up a curling iron and curl first or smooth it out first? You would? And waste 30 minutes. Perfect.
I understand I'm not supposed to be doing that. I just keep
Oh, I know. And guess what? I'm going to help you break your habits today. Look at me right now.
Okay.
Quit curling the hair. You're wasting time.
I've been told that so many times too.
Right? Who needs to curl the whole head? Because when I'm done with her, is she going to have any curls showing?
I know it sucks.
No. All you are is using it to smooth the hair out. Pick up a product. That's what they're for. Products help smooth. So I'm going to grab my Control Maniac because she's a maniac. And we need to control this hair. So I wanted to show you physically sectioning it out. And now we're just going to bring it all together. So I'm going to take my Control Maniac. I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hands. The rest of it is going to go on my fingertips like lotion. And we're going to start in her front profile. Okay, so what I want to do is pick how much do I want to be laced in. I could go all the way to her ear and go over and around, but I do not want to have any kind of parting. When I'm finished, I don't want to have this part just sitting there, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at a diagonal and get my first section so that when I finish, I have something pretty to work with on the side. Okay, always remember your finished look because I'm going to go all the way around and I'm going to finish right there. So we're going to start in the front, combing everything over, kind of placing exactly where you want the hair. Now once you have the braid in, are you going to be able to go through and back comb that crown? No, so let's do it now. I'm going to grab my Big Boost. Actually, we already used Big Boost. I'm going to grab some dry shampoo. Dry shampoo is going to be your volumizer and texturizer, but it's your shampoo in between shampoos if they're oily, hot mess. Or maybe they have fine hair like myself and they just need something to give it traction. You don't want it to look slick to the head, right? Prep the hair before you get going. Sometimes we get so excited, we get into it, and then you're like, oh my God, I should have back combed her, lifted her off the head, not made her look like a 2-year-old. No big deal, just take it all down, start over again. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep her to look beautiful so that when we're finished, she's beautiful and finished. Taking through the top profile, that volumizing dry shampoo, not only is it a dry shampoo, but it's talc free. So if you've got darker hair, don't worry about that residue or that white, powder look because there is none in it. It actually has this mineral clay that absorbs oils at the scalp to volumize and texturize. And it's also great traction for your back combing. Hey. I like to start my braid with a little bit of oomph too, just so that it's not slicked to the scalp right there. Making sure everything is nice and smooth so when I pull each section back, I'm not dealing with a rat.
So you tease the base around, underneath your braid too?
No. Because I'm going to pull it out and make it look bigger too.
Okay.
I just know that right here when I start braiding it, this is going to be the first thing that wants to space. And then I'm going to go right through her front area so that I can get a little oomph too and it's not slick to her head. Her hair is making my nose itchy. Just going through that front profile, giving her a little something to work with. Okay. Now that we've got some motion, making sure that she's nice and smooth through the ends. Because remember, dry shampoo is tacky, you guys. If you spray that all over, it's going to be a little hard to get your fingers through the bottoms of the hair. So make sure you keep your volumizing products or your setting products towards the roots. All right, here we go. Some of these hairs on my face. Do you see it? There's like a giant hair tickling me. Nope. Okie dokie then. It's just her just giving me a little tickle as I go. She's so mean. Okay.
It's a ball of energy. That's fine.
It's a good thing. Why else do you think you work for me?
We do all the time.
She's my employee too. So, today she's not my employee. She's just shadowing me. But. Alright, taking that Control Maniac right on the back of my hands, starting with 3 sections to do the 3-stranded into a French lace. Starting on the right, crossing over the center, left, crossing over the center. I like to do 2 passes, and then I'm going to pick up. Now, when you are lacing, actually let's just start with the French first. Starting with the French, we're going to pick up on the right, I'm picking up on the right, crossing over, picking up a little bit on the left, crossing over. Now you see how we don't have any hair on the right side really anymore? I want this to swoop over too. So this is where the lacing comes in. Not picking up on the right, crossing over the center, only picking up on one side will lace your braid into the up style. Okay? So I'm picking up only on the left so that it's like you're lacing with a shoestring, you're putting that braid on one side where the other side is going to be nice and loose. Crossing over the center, not picking up on the right, picking up on the left, taking that Control Maniac that I know is on the back of my hands and my fingers, smoothing each section so you don't have to worry about flyaways or frizzies. Now remember, I am going to pull this out and expand the braid later, but really you just want to make sure that you're working it nice and smooth and not getting, let me see right here for a second, so that you're not getting any of those bumpies, and just have control of your braid. That's where product is so important. Right, lacing, only picking up on the left. Crossing over on the right, picking up on the left. Crossing on the right, picking up on the left. We're going to do one more pass over and then we'll start the waterfall, okay? Sorry if I'm blocking anybody. Crossing on the right, picking up on the left. Waterfall begins. Ready? So instead of crossing over the right, I'm dropping it out and I'm picking up a piece right below it and replacing it with that string. Grab a thicker piece. Okay, so now we've got that right, picking up on the left, crossing over that center. Rather than crossing this, we'll drop our piece, pick up a piece right behind it, and use that and incorporate it into our braid. Crossing over the center, picking up on the left, crossing over, dropping on the right, replacing it. Pretty easy. It's really easy, you guys. Waterfall, you just drop it like it's hot and grab a new one. It's like dating. It's perfect.
I like that one. Good job.
Drop them because they didn't meet the height requirement. Pick up the taller, slimmer guy, whatever. Crossing over. Grabbing another friend. Drop it. Pick it up. Picking up on the left and continuing. Cool? Any questions on the waterfall lace? So when it comes to lacing, what does that mean? You're only picking up on one side when you're doing your French, right? So a lace braid is a French braid, but it's like asymmetrical. It's only picking up one side, right? Perfect. So what's up with the waterfall braid? What exactly is that? It's French braiding, but you're dropping one section and picking up the next one where? Right next to it. Perfect. So when it comes to closing this off on the side, as I came over, I'm picking up on the right, crossing over the center, dropping the outside, and rather than picking up another, I'm going to twist, and you can stick a bobby pin in and close it off. Taking your bobby pin and opening, putting the ridges towards the head, and weaving it through that braid so that it's nice and secure. I'm always going to suggest you guys to cross pin it, which means make an X with it. Going underneath, weaving through that braid, and locking it in. And hiding those bobby pins. Cool? So then what we can do is we can go back through and make this a little bit prettier. I'm not going to use powder clay yet. Let's just expand it before we use product because I have to do the braids on this guy. So what we can do is start picking it up, pulling this braid out, expanding it, making it look a little bit more, what was the word you used earlier? I liked it. Bohemian, but what did you say? Organic. That's what she called it. A deconstructed braid. I like it.
Do I have Wi-Fi here? No. I don't think I can.
Right? So now all you have to do is go through and fix this all up, right? So that's what pulling the braid is all about, just expanding it. Use your product too. Get some hairspray on there. I love to take powder clay, putting it on the braid, and then fluffing it out and making it bigger and fuller. Cool? I know this isn't the most beautiful finish, but that's because I've got more to show you before we do finished looks, okay? So now we've knocked out our waterfall. We've done a fishtail. We have not shown a knotted braid yet. And then we'll up style. Is there anything else that now this is clicking? You guys are all like, oh yeah, what about this one? Okay, cool. So when it comes to doing like a French fishtail, how do you think we're gonna do that?